Yo, what's up? Ricky Sanders here. If you live for fast cars, greasy hands, and solving problems under the hood, welcome to your new favourite spot. I'm all about real fixes, no BS, and showing you how to keep your ride running like a champ. So go ahead, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's make some noise in the garage. Enough talk, let's get wrenching.
On Russian roads it is quite often possible to observe how a diesel truck, overcoming a protracted climb, literally spews clouds of black smoke, resembling the Icelandic volcano Eyjafjallajökull at the height of its eruption. Unfortunately, this happens not only in trucks, but also in passenger cars, where the characteristic diesel rumble can be heard under the hood. This disease often affects engines running on diesel fuel. What is it? The design features of the diesel unit, or its improper operation, and why does the diesel engine smoke? We offer you an analysis of the most common manifestations of the disease and the causes that cause it. Where does the smoke on the diesel exhaust come from? The principle of operation of internal combustion engines, ICE, is clear from their very name. That is, mechanical energy in them is obtained from thermal energy in the process of combustion of fuel inside the cylinders. Everyday experience tells us that dry wood put into a burning fire produces almost no smoke. A diesel engine behaves the same way. A well-functioning, well-adjusted engine does not emit any noticeable smoke during its operation. And, on the contrary, if the exhaust system emits clouds of blue or thick black clouds, it indicates that either the fuel is bad, or it is not fully burned. Or perhaps something else is getting into the cylinders, such as lubricating oil or tosol. Why smoke from the muffler is more often observed in diesels? The thing is that diesel fuel, diesel oil, is ignited from the air heated to 750 to 800 degrees Celsius, not from the spark plug, as in gasoline engines. In order for a diesel cycle to run successfully, the intake tract, power system, and cylinder piston group, CPG, must be in good condition. Diesel fuel has a higher ignition temperature than gasoline. Besides, in diesel fuel air mixture is formed for a shorter time, which leads to its inhomogeneity. Elementary, Watson. Ideally, the exhaust of a serviceable diesel engine should be clear. If a diesel engine smokes, this indicates malfunctions or malfunctions in one or more engine systems. And the culprit of increased smokiness gives out the color of the smoke. Looking ahead, we can say, gray or black smoke indicates incomplete combustion of fuel, bluish blue or bluish color of the exhaust indicates the loss of lubricating oil and some other reasons, fluffy white clouds, resembling the blowing of a bulbulator, according to the expression of hookah lovers, in fact, getting coolant into the combustion chambers. So the preliminary diagnosis is determined by the color of the exhaust. More accurately determined, the cause of smoke will be established by specialists at the service station, STO, using diagnostic equipment and a gas analyzer. The table shows some figures that regulate the maximum content of harmful substances emitted into the atmosphere. Possible malfunctions in the engine systems are also indicated. Chemical element norm for diesel engine reason for non-compliance: nitrogen, N2, 76 to 78% poor fuel mixture composition, engine overheating: oxygen, O2, 0.5% max. Leaky exhaust manifold: carbon monoxide, CO, 001, 0.5%. Clogged filters, excessive fuel pressure in the supply system, over-enriched. Mixture: carbon dioxide, CO2, 10%. Clogged filters, excessive fuel pressure, over-refined mixture: hydrocarbons, CH, 50 ppm max. Ignition misses, glow plug malfunction, rich mixture: black smoke behind the chimney. The most characteristic of a diesel is black smoke. Smoke can be of different degrees, from light gray to toxic black, as when burning car tires. Monochromatic color is due to the presence in the exhaust gases of soot particles remaining after incomplete combustion of fuel. The explanation can be given in two words: an over-enriched mixture that does not have time to burn completely in the cylinder and burns out at a low temperature in the exhaust system. This mixture is caused by a lack of air or excessive fuel. There are also other abnormalities. Let's list some reasons for the appearance of black smoke: low-quality fuel, contamination of the air filter or supply ducts, insufficient compression in the cylinders, defective injectors. Smoke appears when the throttle is pressed sharply, or when the diesel engine is running under load. Additional confirmation of this malfunction is engine shaking at idle speed. Early timing of fuel injection, resulting in delayed ignition and high soot formation. The EGR, exhaust gas recirculation, valve becomes fouled, causing the mechanism to wedge open and increasing the flow of exhaust gases into the intake manifold. Oxygen sensor failure, which causes the electronic engine control unit, ECU, to work blind. Clogged particulate filter. The most dangerous are faulty injectors and prolonged driving with a large injection advance. The results: pre-chamber burnout, damage to pistons and jumpers, which is fraught with expensive repairs. In other cases, driving with black smoke is not so dangerous for the engine. Recipes for treating a smoking engine. It was said earlier that the fuel-air mixture in diesel has more heterogeneity before ignition as compared to gasoline engines. The gasoline mixture has a homogeneous character, which is not the case with the atomized cloud of diesel. Therefore, even a serviceable modern diesel engine is still more prone to exhibit smokiness. What measures will help to reduce the smokiness of the black exhaust of a diesel engine? Check the condition of the air filter. Change the filter element in good time. Especially do not allow it to flood when overcoming water obstacles. If this happens, the filter should be thoroughly dried or replaced. Check the air ducts, hoses, clamps, intercooler for leaks. A bicycle pump can be used for this purpose. Create pressure in the plugged system when the engine is not running and listen for air hissing in the joints. Monitor the serviceability of the high-pressure fuel pump, HPF, in case of suspicion to make its bench diagnostics. Check the condition of fuel injectors. Deposits of carbon deposits on the atomizer can be easily detected visually by removing the nozzle from the blockhead. If necessary, they should be repaired. If the engine jerks at idle speeds, or there is a dip when the throttle is opened sharply, pay attention to the EGR, exhaust gas recirculation system, solenoid sensor. Check the compression in the cylinders, which can be done by yourself. Modern diesels have a particulate filter, which must be cleaned and washed regularly. And, of course, timely change it when it reaches the end of its service life. All shades of blue. The causes of blue exhaust are very diverse. These include disturbances in the formation of the fuel flame, poor conditions for its auto-ignition, and, finally, the ingress of oil into the working chamber. Each factor has its own shade of smokiness. Blue-colored exhaust with an acrid, sharp odor indicates insufficient efficiency of the fuel jet. Part of the fuel does not burn, but flies out of the muffler in the form of tiny droplets, which give the exhaust a blue color. But this is still half a misfortune, because the combustion of the main mixture does not occur in the air volume of the compression chamber, but quite often on the bottom of the piston. It is not worth reminding that this will lead in the short term to its burning, scoring on the surface of the cylinders and to a very expensive repair. The blue tint of the exhaust gases indicates a difficult self-ignition of the fuel mixture. The first is insufficient pressure, compression, at the end of the compression stroke. The main reason for this is the wear and tear of parts of the cylinder. Low compression is also caused by loose fit of valve plates to the seats as a result of the formation of soot on them. Secondly, insufficient temperature for self-ignition due to faulty glow plugs. Finally, smoke of various colors, ranging from light blue to deep blue, indicates that oil is burning in the cylinders. Where does it come from? From the engine crankcase through the oil rings if they are worn or lodged in the grooves, from the valve box, through worn oil caps, through the compressor turbine bearing seals, from the air filter if the crankcase ventilation is clogged. What the white plume behind the muffler says: white smoke from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel, where the election of the next leader of the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, takes place, informs the flock that a new Pope has been chosen. The cardinals have used previously raw straw to produce white smoke. It is the same in a diesel engine. The white color of smoke from the muffler indicates the presence of water in the hearth, combustion chamber, which is the coolant. The cause of getting tow coal or antifreeze into the cylinders of a diesel engine can be punctured cylinder head gasket, rotted cooling pipe of the throttle body. To check this version, it is enough to open the cap of the expansion tank. This will be confirmed by fluid gurgling, oily film on its surface and exhaust odor. In addition, the fluid level in the tank will be low, and there will be some grease in the oil sump. Note: short-term white smoke after starting the engine is not an indication of an engine malfunction. In this case, there is evaporation of condensate formed in the muffler when the car is parked. That is, it is not smoke, but vapor. In conclusion, understanding why a diesel engine smokes is crucial for maintaining its performance and longevity. Common causes include issues such as improper fuel quality, air intake problems, and injector malfunctions. By identifying these issues early and implementing the appropriate methods of elimination, such as regular maintenance, using high-quality fuel, and ensuring proper air filtration, you can significantly reduce smoke emissions and enhance the efficiency of your engine. Remember, a well-maintained diesel engine not only runs cleaner but also operates more efficiently, ultimately saving you time and money in the long run. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more insights on engine care and maintenance.